The 8 craziest next 365 days hot scenes, 365 days 4, will there be a 4th movie? This day. What's a girl to do? The next 365 days never fully reconciles Laura's conflicting emotions, but it does have a smorgasbord of over-the-top sex scenes. The third 365 flick has erotic fantasies, literal sex on a beach, and a scene where the male lead very clearly says, "I'm coming. I'm coming." There's also a scene that I would describe as "I'm coming. I'm coming." On a budget. Not to mention the fact that Laura has more of those trademark sex dreams of hers. Basically, there's a lot of sexiness, and nudity to take in, but only 8 sex scenes made our list. From Massimo and Laura's countertop quickie to Laura's dream of dreams, a 3-way with Massimo and Nacho where the boys make out, here are the wildest sex scenes in Netflix's The Next 365 Days. With the next 365 days out now and ending on a rather ambiguous note, fans are already eager to know if 365 Days 4 is in the works at Netflix. The original book series by Blanka Lipinska only consisted of 3 books and Netflix has now adapted and released all 3, 365 Days, 365 Days, This Day and the Next 365 Days. That would suggest that there aren't plans for a 4th movie, but that could always change. Spoilers ahead for the next 365 days. Netflix released The Next 365 Days in August 2022 and the ending is not as final as one might expect for the end of a trilogy. Not only does it differ wildly from the book, which is actually a good thing, considering the book ending was highly polarizing, but it also leaves things rather open-ended between Massimo, Laura, and Nacho. 365 Days 4, will there be a 4th movie? As of writing this article on August 19, 2022, Netflix has not announced 365 Days 4. It doesn't mean there won't be another movie, but right now it doesn't sound like there is one in the works. The franchise has been controversial and critically panned from the start, so there isn't necessarily a strong incentive for Netflix to keep making these films. However, they do appear to generate a lot of views, so the streamer might decide to bankroll a 4th movie if the viewership numbers are high enough. That's what got the 2 sequels made. For now, all fans can do is watch and rewatch the movies on Netflix and show support on social media if they want to see a 4th film get made. Perhaps Netflix will take notice, but the best way to get their attention is by spreading the word and getting more people to watch the films. 365 Days 4 could tell the story from Massimo's point of view. Following in the footsteps of other romance authors like Stephenie Meyer and D.L. James, 365 Days author Blanka Lipinska has an idea for where to take her story next. She told Today that she isn't ready to say goodbye to Massimo just yet and wants to tell a new story from the beginning. But this time from the perspective of Massimo. It's similar to what Myers did with Midnight Sun and James with Freed. If Netflix does decide to greenlight 365 Days 4, perhaps it will be told from Massimo's point of view. Beyond that, she's working on a new project centered on a revenge plot. Have you watched The Next 365 Days yet? Do you want to see 365 Days 4 get made?